That's going to be a historic quarter when you look at Oracle, and it shows the type of CapEx we're seeing and the use cases are exploding. We've talked about it so much here on the show.
It's changed my life. I mean, as simple as that.
Look, and the reality is anyone that thinks hype, not real,
right?
That Oracle number is a validation. That's a drop the mic from Safra and Ellison that shows to me what's going to happen in the rest of tech, and it's a barometer.
Did we have a drop the mic moment with Mr. Cook yesterday? I tuned in for 12 seconds. It's so manipulated. I can't watch it. You and Ed Ludlow saw it. Were you thumbs up like Gene Munster?
Look, it's a thumbs up relative to, I think, expectations. Our view here is that the elephant in the room continues to be, as we talk about AI, but I do believe with the DOJ Google situation now, in the rearview mirror, they will double down, and that's going to be ultimately their AI partnership. But in terms of the actual iPhone, look, 300 million plus have an upgrade in 4+ years. The point is, this is going to be...
That includes John Tucker.
Including Tucker. So if you think about it on a scale of 1 to 10 from an upgrade cycle, super cycle being a 10, it's probably going to be about an 8.5. But what I tell you is the street right now, numbers are conservative. New York City cab driver or Uber is still bearish on Apple. And I think that, to me, sets it up well as you add AI and they actually make a big move there. You're talking about another, $100 per share to the stock.
What does Apple have to do when it comes to AI? So I look at Meta, for instance, and they pay a lot of money. They're hiring a lot of big-name people. And I think if you look at the history of Apple, they've had a bad luck of bringing in outside talent, particularly at the executive level, to mix things up and to change things around. Are they able to do that? What do they have to do to kind of reestablish themselves here at the vanguard of AI?
Look, there's a better chance of me playing in Bethpage Ryder Cup in September than AI innovation happening from Apple. And I think that's the issue, that they got to go outside. It has to be good.
Figure out a way to make that work.
Dan Ives with Wedbush with us this morning. David Gurr, Time King. Good morning across the nation on the way you listen to us on radio. Good morning, 92.9 FM in Boston. On YouTube, in your home, at your office, floored by the sign up. Thank you so much. Bloomberg Podcasts. Go out to YouTube and subscribe at Bloomberg Podcasts. Thank you for your attention to our new Dan Ives-like digital. Maybe I should start wearing bright pink. What do you think, David?
I could see that.
Why don't you continue with Mr. Ives?
I've talked about the pink bow tie for. I know. I know it.
Or the hoodie beneath the jacket would be a good look for you.
I think
even
it would.
with
And I thought Dan Ives clothing, we could add potentially a bow tie, and it would be called like the Keen.
Everything is like 2X. It's like for little people. What's the name of the company?
It's Snow Milk, my collab.
Tell Snow Milk they got to make like adult sizes, like
we
5X, 6X, 12.
I think we go down the route with a Keen bow tie. I'm actually advocating
I like that. Very good. David, jump in here.
Can I go back to Oracle? I diverted over to Apple. I'd love to go back to Oracle. What should we make of how quickly they were able to make this pivot? What does it say about sort of the future direction of Oracle moving into cloud computing as rapidly as it did and as successfully as it did, certainly when you look at the numbers from yesterday?
Guess who's watching closely to see what they did? It's Benioff, it's Adobe, it's software, where right now they're not at the cool kids table. I mean, what Oracle's been able to do because of the stack,
right?
It's been transformational. And I think that more is where we're seeing, because everyone wants that 2 to 3 trillion of CapEx.
Right.
Everyone wants it.
Doug Cass emails in. Okay, he's beside himself about the Yankees defense. They're averaging like 3 errors a game. I mean, it's sad. Aaron Judge should be at first base. Dan Ives, Doug Cass has a question for you. The backlog dynamics versus the accounting on the statements. Is this an accounting issue to come not only for Oracle, but for other Mag 7, in that there's so much future business that needs to adjust in the accounting statement? Is that a risk?
And I hope Doug's doing well. It's a good question. I think there's definitely some normalization that's going to have to happen there over the coming quarters. So you got to normalize it, from a backlog perspective in terms of ARR. Look, I think the reality is that over the coming quarters, that's where, look, for Oracle, if you're thinking about a stock that could go to 350, 400, you got to continue to show this. Because as the normalization starts to happen, the comps ultimately start to take place, you need to continue to see that growth.